Morning, y'all. Welcome back to the crazy. It's Leslie with Phat Cat Flossing, and today is Tuesday, September 14th, and this is FlossTube number 117. This is Rami, Grand Champion Bumblebee Romance and Roses, who insisted on getting some mama love right this minute. As you can see, she is spoiled, absolutely rotten. Rami will be she'll be a year old in a couple of weeks, and she's been bred once and didn't take, and if she comes back into Heap, I'm hoping for some kittens out of her, as beautiful and as sweet as she is, because she's my love bug. Can you tell? But y'all aren't here to see the kitties, although I'm sure they'll be here to visit. So little Miss Rami is going to go about her business now, I hope. Down you go, little girl. How are y'all today? Welcome back. Thanks for coming to visit, whether this is your first time or kitty shenanigans going on, y'all. It's been a day already and it's not even noon yet. Anyway, welcome back. This is my craziness, and I'm going to talk about mostly cross stitch, I hope. We'll see. And we'll get started because I got to get done with this, get lunch ready, and Steve and I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon, so I don't have a whole lot of time to dawdle. Hopefully this will upload this afternoon. If not, you'll see it tomorrow on Wednesday the 15th, but we'll see how it goes. There's no news here. Everything is status quo, which for us is good news. All my kittens except one have gone to their new homes, and everybody is happy with their babies, and they're all doing well. Ori my stud boy from a couple years ago, went to his new home about a month ago with Carol Hebert, or Bear. I'm not sure how you say your last name, Carol, but he's doing great with Carol. He's her new stitching buddy, and I am so happy. And I'm gonna show you something Carol sent me here shortly. And then Reese went to her new home in Florida a couple weeks ago, and she's doing beautifully also. So I'm so happy for my babies that all of them are doing well. The big news of the week is Steve is working from home again. Sorry, I have cat fear in my face, who the funk. He worked from home for about 14 and a half months and went back third week of May. And last week they told him that starting last Friday, he'd be working from home again. So here I am in the dining room again. He is relegated to a small corner of the office/craft room. We did not dismantle my entire craft apparatus this time. But so he can work in peace. I'm doing this in here. And we'll get started so I can get lunch ready here in a little bit. I have FFOs this week. And I'm sorry I don't have the pattern to show you for most of them. But I spent a couple of days making some little pillow finishes. And the first one of these, this is Sunflower Row from Annie B's Folk Art. I love this. I think this may be one of my favorite things I've ever stitched. And it's just finished into a little pillow with some coordinating fabric on the back of it. And this is some Lady Dot Create chenille on the back. This is stitched 1/2 on 36 count Picture This Plus Oaken. And the colors are not the called for. I pulled miscellaneous silks from my silk stash and used them. But I am super, super happy with how that came out. And because I was lazy, it's just stuffed with polyfill. But I'm okay with that. And because I am very lazy, the trim is glued on, not sewn on. But regardless, I think it looks pretty cute. And I'm gonna redo my haul tree this weekend and put up some fall theme stuff. So it'll be out for us to enjoy. My next finish was, this one is called Harvest Time, and it is a Chessie N Me pattern. It's on 36 count Picture This Plus Sand, and these are just miscellaneous cottons. from my stash. I didn't necessarily use the call for. I think if I had the call for, I probably used them, but if I didn't, I just substituted what I had. There's some 1/1 in this. Kitty here, and the crow up here, and I think I don't remember, the acorns 1/1. The acorns are satin stitched. But I think it's also very cute. I love the little cat. But let me tell you folks, at 59 years old, 1/1 on 36 count ain't no joke. But I think it's very cute. Again, some Lady Dot pom-pom trim and some more fabric from my stash. And then my last fall finish, this is a Summer House Stitchworks, and the corners are wonky. They're pointing off in all kinds of different directions. Anyway, Summer House Stitchworks, this is a Fragments in Time from 2019. I finished this a couple years ago, and I finally got around to finally finishing it the other day. Again, just a fabric from my stash. More Lady Dot chenille. This has been my one and only foray into 46 count. Now, I can see the stitch on it. Seeing it is not a problem, but I like to stitch using the sewing method, and the sewing method on 46 count, I do find that to be problematic. So this is probably my first and my last 46 count project, but I think it's pretty cute. And then I finished one more thing, and this one is not a fall theme. This will go out with my spring/Valentine decor. This is a freebie from Heart and Hand, I believe from 2017, but I may be wrong on the year. It's called Love Lives Here, and I believe if you go to her blog, you can find it. This is stitched on a 40 count mystery linen. It's something with kind of a pinky beige coloration. I did fussy cut. The fabric is from a layer cake, and if you're interested in knowing what the bird fabric is, I can look it up and let you know. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think the birds are so pretty, and I thought they set off the colors in this real well. And again, some Lady Dot pom-pom trim on this one. Again, I was lazy, polyfill and glued on. But I think they're super cute. I love them. Very, very happy with those. And y'all pardon me while I do the obligatory YouTube pose here, because that's the kind of face that YouTube usually catches me doing. You watch, that'll be it. I did have some other finishes. Now, they're not cross-stitch finishes, so I'm going to go real quick with them. But I did have some other finishes. I have been fascinated by everybody doing wool applique, because it's so cute and it looks like a lot of fun to me. So I have given it a try. And I have done these two ornaments. These are Woodsy Pumpkin felt ornaments from Simply Eileen, and I believe she is on, you can find her at Simply Eileen on Instagram, and she's got a link in her bio to her Etsy store, but I'll try to also link the Etsy store below when I get a chance to do the show notes, which realistically it will probably be tomorrow. But I have finished both of these. The little squirrel. And on the back of it, I've put to my grandson, Mimi loves him. And I've decided I'm going to send one a month of these felt ornaments to my grandson. He probably won't give a hoot. He's 7 years old and oh boy, but I'm going to send them. And then the other one was the pumpkin. My embroidery stitches leave something to be desired. They are far, far from perfect. I did some embroidery mostly as a teenager. I haven't done a whole lot since, but there they are. And I do think that they're very cute. I'm proud of myself. I did something new. And then Let me put these away again before they get too cat hairy. I've had two other finishes. This is a pattern from, my mind has gone blank. I will link her below. She's on Etsy. This is a pattern I downloaded from her Etsy shop because it's a kitty and it's so cute. Now, I did change it up a little bit. The leaves and the flowers were very dull brown shades. I'm not a dull brown person. I've been accused of being Flaming Fire Engine red, but I actually like pretty pastels the best. So there's my little kitty mat. And then one of my best friends just rescued a little red kitty, so I made her a little orange. The color of red cats is actually orange if you look at them, but technically they're referred to as reds. And her favorite color is purple, so I put some purple flowers in hers. And that'll go, her birthday was actually a couple days ago, and I missed her birthday in order to show that off. She'll love me anyway, it's okay. But those are all my finishes now. Okay, and I'm gonna go fairly quick because, you know, doctor's appointment, all that kind of nonsense. Whips, 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 whips. I worked on, somewhere at the bottom of this bag, I started, these are the Plum Street stack ornaments. And I started them, I believe, 2 years ago with Goat Load for Emily C's birthday sal. And shortly after that, I did Henpeck. Because, you know, why would you want to do several of these? Because they're so cute. And then I didn't touch it for almost 2 years. But I pulled it back out a few weeks ago and started on Snort Stack. And I am almost done. I need to fix the headless sheep here. Finish the flowers coming up this side and finish the border. And somewhere in here there is a Snort Stack pattern. Somewhere, maybe. Wait for it, there it is. I'm sorry, not Snort Stack, Sheep Heap. Wrong one. I do have Snort Stack and it'll be done soon. But there's the pattern. So I need to finish these leaves and the top and the head of the sheep here. And then that one will be done. I plan to do 2 more. If I can squeeze another one on there, I may do 3 more. Because they are so cute. This linen is 36 count honey. Watch out, please. From Hand Dyed Happiness. I can no longer find her on Etsy or Instagram, so I believe she's probably not dyeing fabric anymore, which is a shame because this fabric is a joy to work with. It's a really pretty color. But that's where that is. That was Rami jumping back up onto the table to see what I'm doing, you know, because it's been 5 minutes since she was here and she's got to be in the middle of everything. And these are also stitched with just miscellaneous cottons from my stash. They're probably mostly Victorian mottos. Okay, moving right along. Get it all back in the project bag because I know me, and if I don't, it'll be lost and gone forever. Half the time I can't find what's in the project bag. Okay. Where to put it? I got a little bit of progress on this one. This is Parker stocking from Shepherd's Bush, and I am doing this for my grandson. And this is on the called for 18 count linen, which I am not particularly a fan of, but that's what's called for. So I still need to add his name up top. The rest of, this one really needs something behind it, doesn't it? The rest of it is pretty much done down to here, with the exception I need to add the back stitch. When I sat at the Toyota dealership the other day to get my brakes done, I finished Santa in his sleigh over here. And a couple of other little doodads, like that snowflake and maybe another snowflake up there. But progress. I think I'll have that done in time for Christmas. Knock on Again, this is the called for 18 count. I think it's just raw linen. And some of the DMCs are the called for. It's in number 5 pearl cotton. And some of the called for, I did not invest in the called for pearl cottons overdyed because, let's face it, I'm really not going to use a whole lot of number 5 pearl cotton, and the DMC versions made better fiscal sense to me for this, and my grandson will not know the difference. This is currently my travel project since it's easy to see. So I've got some scissors in there. So happy with where I am on that. I do believe I'll get that done in plenty of time to send him for Christmas. Okay. What have I got here? I don't know why I pulled this out because I haven't, well, maybe. I don't remember if I had shown y'all this before or recently since I've made my last progress on it. Cereal Bowl collection of sampler lessons, lesson 1 from Plum Street Samplers. I started this, I don't know, probably 6 weeks or so ago. It is on a 36 or 40. This may be 40 count. It's just a plain white Zweigart linen. And I am finished with everything with the exception of what it says across the bottom. And in the pattern, it says, make use of present time. I am probably going to change that to something else because that just doesn't speak to me. But I am going to add something across the bottom here. And then there's a little cartouche up here with some letters in it, which I'll probably put my initials in. So that one, if I would chart out what I want to put on the bottom, I could have finished very quickly. And again, that's a 36 or 40 count Zweigart white and just miscellaneous cottons from my stash. Possibly a few of the call for, probably mostly not. I've really gotten to the point where I frequently do not buy the called for overdyed because I find that if the pattern is more than, you know, newly released, and sometimes even then, that frequently, you know, it doesn't look like the picture on the front. And I typically buy things because I like the way it looks. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I just go in and pull some stuff from my stash that looks like what I want it to look like. This is When Flowers Blossom from Brenda Gervais. I started this at some point this year, but I couldn't tell you when exactly, sometime back in the spring, because I saw somebody whose name escapes me right this minute. It was either Merritt or Kim. I think it was Kim. Maybe it was Merritt. I don't remember. Anyway, theirs was so beautiful, I just decided I had to have it. And so I've gotten a little bit more progress on this since it's sampler September, and this is sampler-ish at least. So in the last few days, I have added a few more leaves and blossoms over here, and then I have added these two, the vase and the basket here. So I'm making progress. Coming along. This is either 36 or 40 count. I believe this is driftwood from Color and Cotton. And these are miscellaneous silks from my stash. And I just looked at the picture and picked out what I wanted. So happy with my progress on that. I'd really like to get back to that because it's so pretty. I really want to get it done. I think it'll look great on my sampler wall or my cross stitch wall in the craft room if I ever get my craft room back. And then because it's sampler September, I have spent a couple of evenings working on this. This is Land That I Love from Teresa Kogut. It is an absolutely beautiful pattern. This is 36 count My Little Dove from XG Designs. Sorry, y'all. You know me. I'm not ironing them. I'll iron them when I finish them, but I'm not ironing them until then. And I have made some progress on this. I finished the flowers down here in the basket, and I had these centers done, and I actually pull those out and replace them with eyelets. Not that I think you can really tell unless you're looking at it very closely. But I finished all the flowers and little doodads in that basket, and then I have started the eagle. And I meant to finish his wings, but they're very brown, and we've already established I'm not much into brown. So I will plug away at that a little bit at a time until I get that done. But I got sick of the brown the other night, and I went down and started on this basket here. And I'm happy with my progress. I think I also added probably 2 or 3. I think I've added these 3 letters here. I have a mistake up here. The E is meant to be a couple of stitches wider. I am not going to rip that out. I'm just going to compensate somewhere. Ain't nobody got time for that. And if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. So, the heck with it. But so pretty. I love, love, love this pattern. And I'm so, with the big projects, y'all, I don't know what it is. I think I'm a little intimidated by the size of them. And so I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. So I'm slow at them, but I will get it finished eventually. And again, I believe 36 count My Little Dove from XG Designs. My colors are most of the call for DMCs. I did substitute the reds, and the rest of the, like all the blue overdyes, I'm using the call for. The reds that were called for were kind of orangey reds. I like bluer reds. So I did substitute 2 Victorian Motto flosses for the reds. And I'm quite happy with how it's coming out. And then my last whip, sorry, things are falling off the chair. My last whip is another wool applique project. I started this yesterday. This is the Bird and the Beez from Jerome Thomas Designs, and I'll try to link him below also if you have an interest in wool applique. You may remember a couple of weeks ago I showed you my wool haul. I found that really cool shop in North Little Rock. So I got this started yesterday, and I've got that center, I've got the beehive on there. I have not done any of the embroidery stitch embellishment on it. But happy with it. I think it'll be very cute when I get done with it. I like bee things because my cattery name is Bumblebee, so that will, when it's finished, will probably go in the kitten room. Dang it, there it went on the floor. Okay, moving right along. Blah, 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 blah. Haul. I've been pretty good. I haven't had much haul. Believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn for you, but I only have a little to show you today. I made an order from Farm Girl Dry Goods. Michelle Rudy has opened her online store, and she's got some really cool things. So I did get a couple of things from Michelle, one of which was this really cool book. It's from Lisa Bongean of Primitive Gatherings, and it's called Wool, Needle, and Thread 2. And there are several. Let's see if I can find one to show you here. Several projects in here that I would like to do. Come on. Like this one. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Now, cutting out all those little stars might drive me to drink, but I'm willing to take the risk. And you probably can't see it here, but each one of the flag stripes has a different embroidery stitch in it. So I think that's really, really cool. That's going to go on my list of things I want to do. And then I'm such a novice at the wool applique, y'all. I'm clueless. I had no idea that there was such a thing as something called Heat and Bond, which allows you to cut out your shapes, iron them onto your wool to cut out, and then peel off and fuse to the other pieces of wool. So looking forward to trying that, because so far I've been using a fabric glue stick to stick them down while I'm stitching them on, and just freezer paper to cut them out. So I'm excited to use this on a project and see how that goes. And I think that that was all the haul that I have. Now I did have some happy mail. And I mentioned that Ori had gone to his new home with Carol several weeks ago. And I meant to show this on my last FlossTube, and I just had a brain spell and forgot. But she sent, her husband, Dan, came to pick him up, or Dave came to pick him up, and had this little happy for me. And it's the cutest little bag here. I love the hedgehog. And it was just stuffed full of goodies. I can get them out of the bag. Some stuff I can't get them out. Look how adorable. These are little floss winders to wind your floss on. They're so cute. I guess you could use them, you know, decoratively also. And now that I say that, that may be what I do, because they're so cute. I love the kitties. How well you know me, Carol. A fat quarter of this really pretty fabric. Again, my kind of colors. Cute little tin to keep your needles in. I think I'm going to transfer this into my travel bag. Several really pretty color and cotton flosses. I love color and cotton, and these colors are so pretty. Right up my alley. Very cute little stick pins. And then a piece of 32 count Murano in a really pretty blue. I believe that there will be some Chessie and Priscilla and Chessie stitching probably happening on that. So, thank you so much, Carol. And much more so than this, thank you so much for giving Ori such a loving home. That just means the world to me. And then Crystal Geek messaged me on Instagram a while back and said, I'm sending you a package. It won't be the usual stuff. And Crystal has sent me several wonderful packages over the years. And she sent another one, including, look at that pumpkin pattern, y'all. Isn't that cool? I love that it's got the ship in it. I just think that's really neat. The Indian maiden over here, the pilgrim, the turkey, the leaf. That's really, really pretty. I foresee this happening. And then she included all of these really cool, okay, y'all have to see this, cool fabrics. There will be project bags happening out of these, Crystal. Thank you so much. And hello to Caleb. And she included a lovely note with it. And again, Crystal, I appreciate your friendship so much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. Sorry. And then Charlotte Jorgensen had won a giveaway from me a while back and sent me a lovely thank you card. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Really that sweet note in it. And speaking of giveaways, I have some. First off, this was a giveaway from time before last. This is, I don't remember what it's called, B Smalls or something like that. And the winner for this one was Dr. Jackie Quiche. Anyway, Jackie, you won. But you need to let me know what your address is so I can mail it to you. So please email me at lesliedhurley@gmail.com and I'll get this on the way to you. And then some more giveaways from last time. This is All Things Great and Small from Chris Stitches. Super cute. Love the sheep. The winner for this one is, sorry, I should have had my page flipped here. Teresa Vickers. Teresa, same thing. Email me, let me know your address. I did comment on your comment, so email me and let me know where I can send this. Please put FlossTube, if you're a winner on my channel, period. Please put FlossTube in the subject line of the email so I know where to send stuff, or that it's... Sorry, I was looking to see if the lizard was out. I thought maybe I was going to get a glimpse of the lizard. This also is giveaway from last time. This is called To Church I Love to Go from Rosewood Manor. And the winner for this was Lisa Brown. Lisa, same deal. Email me, lesliedhurley@gmail.com. It'll be in the drop down. And let me know your address and I'll get that sent to you. And this was donated to me from Juliana. This is a piece of 25 count Lugana in kind of a off-white color. And the winner for this one is Cindy Lyman. So Cindy, same deal. Email me, let me know where to send it. Okay, and then we get to today's giveaways. And hold tight, I'm gonna have a big one at the end. I tried to give this away several times, and the person that I drew for this did not respond. So please, if you're interested in Harriet Elizabeth Coe from Brenda Gervais, I finished this, I think last spring, but it's been a little while. It's a very cute little sampler. It was a stitch along with Michelle, Farm Girl. If you're interested in this, please comment. I'm clueless. I don't know. Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Let's use her name. Elizabeth. I figure there's less chance to misspell Elizabeth than there is Harriet. But if you use Elizabeth, you'll be in the drawing for this. This is one that was donated. I think Crystal donated this one. Teddy bear samplers from Leisure Arts. If you're interested in the teddy bear pattern, comment Teddy, T-E-D-D-Y. This was a freebie from, I'm going to hold it back here since it's a pattern. A freebie that was included with an order a while back from Teresa at Kitten Stitcher. I have okayed with her that it is okay to forward these along, just not to copy it and forward it. So this was a design. I don't know that it has a name. It's for a needle book. There is a cute little bird pattern that you could certainly do individually. And then it says needle book over here. And this is designed by Teresa Baird, I believe. I think. Doesn't say. But if you're interested in this, say bird, B-I-R-D. And then finally, thank you all so much. I have rolled over 4,000 subscribers. I'm actually to 4,100, and thank you for coming to visit with me. I love sharing my needlework with y'all. Best part of my day, most days. So I would like to do a little bit larger giveaway to say thank you for that. This is a project bag, obviously witch/Halloween themed. So this giveaway is going to be for the project bag, and I have got a Halloween pattern here. I think this pattern was also probably donated by Crystal. And I have to talk myself out of keeping all of these, y'all. And then another little kitty pattern here. I chose these because they kind of had fall colors in them. I'm going to add a piece of linen, and I'm going to add some silk to this. But because Steve is parked in his corner in the craft room, I couldn't get to that stuff this morning to add it to here. So there will be some additional goodies to go with the project bag and these two patterns. And if you would like to be entered to win this one, use 4, just the number 4 and the letter K, 4K somewhere. And you don't have to put it in a sentence, I don't care. Just 4K. So 4K, bird, Teddy Elizabeth. And I will do those drawings the next time I come back. And like I said, on the project bag, I'm probably going to add some silk floss and a piece of linen to that. Thank you again, all. I appreciate you so much. I love chatting back and forth with you in the comments. I don't always have time to answer each one of them individually, but I will try to answer any questions. And I just appreciate you being part of my stitchy life. I hope you have a great week. I hope that it's cooling down where you are. Or I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, if it's warming up. We're doing better here. Our highs this week are supposed to be around 90 instead of 100, so yay. And fall is not my favorite season. Spring is my favorite season, but I do appreciate some of the beauty of fall and the cooler temperatures especially. So wherever you are, I hope that it's lovely, and I look forward to seeing you back here again soon. I'll try to be back in a couple of weeks, but who knows? All up to God. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day, y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.